Okay, let's see. My video clicked off, so I don't want to do all of it over, Lord. I just don't even feel like it. Let's see. Let's see. Let's just flow. I was on this one. Let's see. This is for Cyrus Belton and Mr. Rick Chow. I'm so sorry. Okay. Here's one that's called. He had to get away from the haters and snakes. And he felt like all of the neighborhood, those people was haters and snakes. But also Cyrus was trying to get away from the haters and snakes. And that was Mr. Chow and his son at the time in that store. Laying down beside you is like my first crush. So like I say, I feel like some kind of way this man liked this child inside his mind. I really feel that way, but I don't have to be, you know. So it says right here that maybe, I don't know, Cyrus, I don't know. Maybe Cyrus was a sweetheart. I don't know. And Mr. Chow was going to sit down and gloat about it. For him and his son. Because we have this store man. We got to take it which way? Who's searching for love here, Lord? The store man searching for love. Follow me. I feel like we're going to put the player with Cyrus. Why? Because really Cyrus probably got a lot of friends. Not girlfriends and all, but friends and people who care about him. Follow me? That love and care about him maybe. And this man searching for love. Right? I don't feel Cyrus was searching for love. This man was searching for love. Because he was picking people in the order of. So it says right here, it's going to be lighting a fire in him until it's true, to let him know it's true. Maybe in Cyrus, to let him know this man searching for love. This man might have flirted some kind of way. Okay. When love calls, will you answer? When Cyrus came in, maybe because he might have had this man might have had a little crush on his child deep down inside. When love calls, when you answer. When he came in the store, it was like love calling. Get what I'm saying? Somebody he got a crush on this man. It sounds a little strange to people because he has grown up. That don't mean nothing about he don't like people. I mean, you got to realize that. Don't let age fool you. It don't matter what age people is. They got all kind of stuff going on with them, right? When love calls, will you answer? He might have gave his number to him. He might try to give his number to him or anything. We don't know. Because it's not Cyrus and some girl. Because we're not talking about a girl right now. We're talking about that store. Okay, it says right here. His struggle would lead him to the next place to be. Right? Cyrus. I'm going to use Cyrus first. He was in that store and the fussing and what was happening. And that was a struggle. So his struggle was going to lead him to the best place to be. And that was out of the store and he was running to get away. Follow me. A safer place God wanted him to go. And he got out. But also Mr. Chow, his struggle was going to lead him to a better place. A place God wanted him to be. But he wouldn't leave that area and go to another place to build his store. He kept being there. Get what I'm saying? If you are having a hard time, don't stay stuck, God told him. But he stayed stuck there. He wouldn't leave and move his store to another area. He stayed stuck. He did that. He had a struggle, but he still stayed there. So with Cyrus, his struggle, God didn't want him to stay there, fussing with this man. And he moved his saddle when he got to moving and he ran out of there. That's what he did. Either Cyrus was trying to analyze and see what something stemmed from, or Mr. Chow, anything like that. Because it says right here, he had to move away from anything that annoyed him in a situation. Cyrus, follow me? Because Mr. Chow wasn't going to try to move away from nothing that annoyed him. He didn't move away. He came closer, right? So when you start to really feel the real, you're going to come out. So they had some kind of fuss or whatever happened in that store. And maybe he was trying to move away from it. After a while, that means he ran out or whatever he did. The real him was going to come out. Because Mr. Chow might have said something out of the way to him. I said Mr. Chow, right? That's his name. And the real him came out. That might have made Cyrus fuss a little bit. Another side of him. Get what I'm saying? What Mr. Chow haven't saw before. Get what I'm saying? So if he saw a softer side, he might have got to see a rougher side. Get what I'm saying? Because if somebody say something to you, the wrong stuff to you, it's gonna make you react. Cyrus might have been devastated, or devastated Mr. Chow, right? He wanted Cyrus. I gotta put Cyrus' name here. Follow me? That's not his name, but I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna say Cyrus. He wanted Cyrus to validate him. Follow me on what the heck he was saying. So let's just flow. He is resistant, right? And it says someone's not all there. So at that time, these are light green. You can't see him. Mr. Chow was not all there. And he was resistant. I feel Cyrus at first, maybe he was in shock. So it says right here that he was dealing with a serpent, Mr. Chow, right, in that store, right? It says take baby steps in his thinking. So Mr. Chow need to take baby steps in his thinking, right? Because it says right here that he was a king and he demanded respect, right? And he is going to stay on his throne, right? Because he felt he demanded respect. So, some kind of way he thought things were starting to look good now, right? Or something was going on in Cyrus' life where Cyrus was feeling things are starting to look good now for him for some reason, whatever it might have been. Because it was horrifying for Cyrus and he was trying to distinguish something. Because this wouldn't be with Mr. Chow because it wasn't horrifying for him. Follow me? So we have that he might have went over and said, could he help him? Right? And he moved his saddle. That means he went over to help him. But leave it up to the news. They said that something about stealing for water. So he might have, it would come out another way. What you doing? Are you trying to steal from me? See, the card would have to go that way if he is stealing waters. But it's saying, can I help you? See what I'm saying? The card said, can I help you? So him going over there, he didn't go over there saying, did you steal from me? He went this kind of direction. Can I help you? Like usually store people do. Can I help you? Because they seem, you know, so why would he go over there and ask him, could he help him when really he probably a regular in the store. So why is you saying, can you help him in the first place? He know what he want. If he a regular. So Mr. Chow went over. Can I help you? I feel Mr. Chow was said something, or what you call it, out of the way. What I'm trying to say, I really feel he did. If all could pick greed with no nonsense lessons, they would. The greed card goes with somebody who want money, and it would not be. This goes with somebody who have something but they want more. So some kind of way, Mr. Chow, he wanted more money. Follow me? So here we have the gay card. If you met him gay, or her gay, or however it is, right? You can still do your God's mission. Follow me? Silly of me to think that I could fool you. So we have, if you met him gay, or you met her gay, you can still do your God's mission. So Cyrus was an earth angel person. God had a mission for him. He existed for a bigger reason than what anybody thought, even himself. So it made me to think that I could fool you. Follow me? So we have right here, it says she reeling in the cash, but I'm going to say he reeling in the cash like a church mouse. I feel Mr. Chow had something else going on at his store. Reeling in the cash. Reeling in the cash. Maybe Cyrus chuckled about something. Remember, he felt disrespected. Okay. Opportunity struck because maybe he blamed Cyrus. Follow me? Because remember, Cyrus did some chuckling. Opportunity struck. Maybe for him to be reeling in cash in his store. Because where I live at, in a lot of city places, the corner stores. They allow young people to come in. I'm just telling you like it is, because I have stores around the corner from me, and any of them I live by, wherever I move at, it's like that. Where they let younger people or whatever age they is come in. They let people sell drugs out of their store. They do some selling of drugs and hear the young people selling. All kind of stuff be happening. So don't be naive to that, what I'm saying, because it's a fact that happens, right? So this is not Cyrus card with the greed, because this would be the store man card. You already got a store and you being greedy about things, right? Because you want to make more money, because they undercover. And the person who would get in trouble would be the person out there. Get what I'm saying? And they like in hiding where nobody know they had nothing to do with anything. Follow me? Let's just flow a little bit. Beware the Lord thinker. So Cyrus need to be beware of the Lord thinker, because Mr. Chow was not dumb. He knew everything about business, because he had a business going on. Who would be green would be Cyrus as far as different things, right? Because he's younger. He knows somewhat about the streets, I guess, and about young people, whatever, but still Mr. Chow was the one who know different things, follow me? And he would be easily to be Lord, the young person, follow me? We got numbers right here, whatever it could go with anything, part of anything. So we have right here that you lost yourself, but no more. It is okay to let go of him or her. The person will always know you love the person. So with this card, this usually goes with somebody who had to leave somebody, right? They had to leave somebody that wasn't good for them. Get what I'm saying? They had to get away from somebody that wasn't good for them. Get what I'm saying? So since with this card in this storyline, because we got Mr. Chow and we got Cyrus, I got to focus on those two. He lost his life. I wonder was Cyrus. I don't like to think like this, but this what my mind keep going. It don't have to be that what my mind thinking, but the cards is God. I wonder was Cyrus gonna do some talking. Get what I'm saying? Because you lost yourself, but no more. Right? It is okay to let him or her go. The person gonna always know you cared about the person. Follow me? So if some kind of way this man was doing something out of his store, or making advances or anything like that, selling things out of his store, or a part of any crooked mess like that, you get my drift? If you grown ups, right? Or if he is making any kind of advances to this child, because he is a child, however you slice it, right? I don't care how big he looked, he's still a child, right? If this man was making advances or doing some kind of underhanded, different kind of stuff to make money in his store, because it said all could pick greed, that would go with him. He's a store owner. He already got money. He want more. You know what greed mean? It is okay to let him or her go. So I will put this with Cyrus. You lost yourself, but no more. No, I ain't doing it. I don't want to be a part of it. Cyrus now I'm talking about, whatever. No. Because remember, the Lord thinker, if the man like Lord the child said whatever he said, Cyrus saying no, or whatever to whatever, changing up. Get what I'm saying? It's okay to let him or her go. The person going to know you cared. So it was okay for Cyrus to go about his business and say, I don't want to be a part of. Get what I'm saying? But he care about the store. He care about the man, the store man. No, he care about all of them. He don't want no harm to come to none of these people. Because he lost himself maybe by being involved any kind of way with this man, with anything this man had going on in that store. Anything like that. Because this can't be for Mr. Wishmacon, because no. It can't go that way. So we got the next one right here, pills. Get what it's saying? No more pills. No more pill popping. No more pills. No more addictions. No more drinking. Follow me. Cyrus. Follow me. This when you're trying to convince somebody you don't do it no more. Get what I'm saying? He could be telling Mr. Chow, if Cyrus did anything like that, as far as like handling anything like that, you get my drift? If he did anything like that, right? He telling Mr. Chow, I'm not involved in that type of stuff no more. If he ever did it, he said he don't do it no more. Anything like that. Because this would not be Mr. Chow saying it. Follow me? So we have right here, this would be Mr. Chow. He wanted to get to the Milky Way. He wanted to make more money, this man, right? So it says right here, he had to fight for his sanity in that neighborhood, Mr. Chow. But God said, why did you hold on so long? Because God then told him to make a move in maybe the first set of cards I told you, right? But he wanted justice for sure, Mr. Chow. I feel that he felt like Cyrus was going to go do some talking. I really feel he felt that way. Against somebody who didn't look like Cyrus. He wasn't that, but you know, this is just an example. Right? Family and whoever, the community or whoever going to get justice for sure. Against somebody who didn't look like Cyrus because it needed to be justice for sure. But Mr. Chow also was going to get justice for sure. Against somebody who didn't look like him. And we have right here Cyrus just wanted to have fun and seemed like he liked style. Follow me, dressing up, clothing or anything like that. So I feel like with this, if it's anything like what I just was saying, if it's anything and this man was a Lord thinker and tried to talk him into doing it, anything, any kind of thing like that, money making thing, he lured and then he wanted to be not a part of it no more, Cyrus. If it was anything like that, right? But I still feel like if he flirted or anything like that, right, to him by that soda machine or wherever the heck this man was, and it caught Cyrus off guard or whatever, he felt he was going to go tell on him, right? His parents would tell on him or just tell on him, prayed about what was going on at his store. Because this man, there's nowhere in the world this man shot and killed this young man and chased him down almost to the apartment buildings or whatever they said, him and his son, over 4 waters. I don't know about you, but I'm not crazy like a fox. Right? God already saying in the storyline, we got one more right there. Because he didn't want something told Mr. What's his name? Mr. Chow. And he wanted to make sure Cyrus didn't tell because it was going to bring him down. Get what I'm saying? We got another set. Healing of the Soul, deck 6 and deck 4 of the Abuse. Let's just flow. Let's flow with the top cards. The first card is the big boys. Mr. Chow dealing with the big boys. That is law enforcement, FBI, drug dealers, lawyers, doctors, gang members, anybody that's large and in charge. Follow me? And he was an antelope to it, right? So we have right here that we have Cyrus' path was working with children, helping children any kind of way. He would have been good. We have right here Cyrus was ready for a healthy way of loving himself first. Follow me? And he was ready for a healthy way of loving. To change up. He was changing up. Some kind of change up happened. We got we got Cyrus might have been dealing with schoolwork, anything with schoolwork, a lot of pages and words. If not that, dealing with the Bible, church, or anything like that. Or we have Mr. Chow dealing with any kind of paperwork and as far as a trial, court, anything like that, police station. So we have right here that Mr. Chow was around a group of people with idiot ways of thinking, and that would be the police once they came, because it was a lot of them and it might have been chaotic, or he felt this way about his neighbors, anything like that. We got right here, so this would be, I'm going to make this, not Mr. Chow, I'm going to make this, so I feel this. See this one right here? I'm going to have to put this with Cyrus. Why? Because we got 2 names. So some kind of way Mr. Chow might have been had this child doing something. I mean, it might not be true, but I gotta work these cards. I gotta work these cards because God knows something was going on at this store. I told you it happens in these corner stores, so it's not a shock. It might be a shock or two when I'm talking to you, but it's not a shock for most people who know the corner stores in inner cities. These store people are in cahoots. Got all kind of stuff going on. Okay, so I'm going to put this with Cyrus. Maybe he was trying to have him do something or anything like that. So we have right here that he wanted his cup filled. Right? Mr. Chow, time, romance, care, money, anything he wanted. Follow me? So here we go again with it. The Cyrus start standing by that water cooler, wherever they was, the water place, where this water was. They keep talking about this water so much. Here we go again with it. Or Mr. Chow felt that way. Here we go again with it. And he saw it clearly. Mr. Chow or him, Cyrus, right? Okay, let's flow. So was it a car nearby? I see a car 2 times. So I don't know if Cyrus was dealing with a car or somebody was in a car. Anybody with a car. If not Cyrus, Mr. Chow and his son. Because I see the car 2 times. Somebody was dealing with a car. Let's flow for a minute. Let's just flow. Turn it on. So right here it says no more blaming stuff on money problems. Because Mr. Chow was blaming things on money problems. Follow me? He insinuated something with sharp words. Or Cyrus to him. So see he's it's racial abuse and it got hyped up to the fullest. Fussing or something like that. I'm getting testy. Cyrus to him or him to Cyrus. And one felt it's my prerogative to get upset. I'm upset or whatever. Because he looked at Cyrus as weak back. Or Cyrus looked at him as weak back. However it's flowing. Cyrus was going to change and chance it all. Or Mr. Chow was one of them. Because it was intense madness. Right? With both of them. When it was all over with fussing. But one of them wanted the other to bring an emotional love. Be nice. Not fuss. I don't know which one. Either one of them was 24 and oh, well, no. Cyrus wasn't. So we can't even say this Cyrus. It has to be Mr. Chow. Because either way I turn this, it won't equal Cyrus' age, right? So this got to be Mr. Chow. Mr. Chow was 42 and over. And it says he liked Cyrus or Cyrus like him, but it just won't be no caring about him no more. Right? So Cyrus was deceived by somebody of service. And service would be Mr. Chow because he's a store man, right? Owner, right? And he worked on something hard one day, whatever it is. Because we have right here this programming and rules and things like that. Rules and different things in place. He is looking at what was ahead, wondering if Cyrus was loose. Was he somebody who can get some things done? Was he a go-getter? Follow me? Let's flow. So I don't know if Cyrus beat him as far as he didn't fight him or nothing, I don't think, right? But as far as, verbally, emotionally, when you fussing and things like that, some kind of way, he might have felt like Cyrus beat him in anything like that, verbal emotions, when you're talking and fussing, you can hurt people's feelings. Follow me if you're going to fuss. Or Mr. Chow was saying whatever to him, some kind of way, one of them beat each other financially, some kind of way, cheating the person out of, or whatever this is, but the other one was holding on to Karen. Follow me? Let's just play. Let's just see, universe, you know all about it. We're going to get this ended. But the bottom line is, look what God got. You saw I just shook the deck and look what came. He murdered Cyrus. He didn't murder Cyrus for 4 waters. Get that out of your mind. He didn't murder Cyrus for 4 waters, I'm telling you. Now he wish it can be like it was. Why? Before he murdered Cyrus, right? Cyrus' family wanted to be like it was before he was murdered. Because God not saying manslaughter. I got a manslaughter card, right? I got different kind of cards. God say murdered is a different story. When somebody is an accident in a car and somebody kills somebody and they don't mean it. God said murder. Get what the card's saying. This was intentional. Okay, let's flow. And he didn't do that for nothing. He did that because Cyrus could do some talking. I'm telling you. He didn't want Cyrus to do any talking. Telling he running some kind of drug stuff or whatever out of his store. Cause or he was flirting with this young man. Can I tell it like it is? You're not going to just kill him just because of racial. You around where's a bunch of black people at? That's who you serve every day. Oh no. It's not about no 4 waters, mister. You could have told me I would have sent you the money for the 4 waters to save his life. I would have sent you money for 15 waters if it would have saved his life. I mean, I'm just saying. And I'm serious about what I'm saying. Tell me how much he owed you and I'll give you over if that would have saved his life. And if that's all you was killing him for was water. And anybody in that neighborhood would have scraped up enough money to pay for that water to save him. If that's all it was about, mister. But that's not all it was about, mister. And the truth not going to come out of you because the truth not in you. Okay? Because you know you was wrong. You and your son. Your son need to be right there with you. I don't know why they letting him sit home. He need to be in there behind you. Or sitting next to you. You was getting testy and you felt it your prerogative, you or Cyrus. You wanted to be secure and you wanted to be sincere about being secure. So you murdered Cyrus, right? Because you know Cyrus knew something could talk or was going to talk. Follow me. You already know it, mister. You got the wrong one. Right? You got the wrong one because God knew you, sir. God knew you. Cyrus was deceived. Get what the card's saying. Of someone of service. You are a store owner. You of service to the community. Okay? Cyrus would have been a workhorse. Teaching children was his path. Right? It says right here because he was an earth angel. Follow me? We have right here programming rules, stuff in place, rules and things in place. People don't own the earth, right? Certain people don't own the earth like they feel like they in charge of everybody. You ain't in charge of everybody. This is that kind of card, right? You had money problems, sir. No more money problems, right? Because God said greed, if all could pick greed with no nonsense lessons, you trying to make money, extra money, sir. You wanted no more money problems, sir. And you know it, right? No more blaming things on money problems. Cyrus pinpointed an action that helped him up in his life, right? You didn't. Follow me? Because you should have been left like God told you, but you didn't leave. You still sitting there trying to be greedy. Hanging in the neighborhood where you feel like you can kind of use the people you claim you don't even like, right? Cyrus insinuated something with sharp words, or you did at that where that water was, since that water seemed like you keep talking about it. Okay, if not that, outside some kind of way, right? Because somebody tested somebody from a car. Now I'm trying to figure out what the car doing in it, because if you ran outside and he ran outside, some kind of way somebody was by a car. Did your son get in the car and ride up on him in the car? I'm trying to see what this car. Somebody was at a car. Somebody tested Cyrus from a car. Maybe Cyrus was going to get in a car. Maybe he was going to get in the car. When he ran out, he was going to get in the car. Maybe he was going to get in the car. Somebody tested him from a car to see if he'd bite. Get what I'm saying? Usually, that's not a good card, though. Was it your son that jumped in the car and rode up there? I don't know. Let's flow. It was intense madness, right? Between you and Cyrus and your son. Okay, you need to bring in the emotional love that was needed, but you didn't. It was hate, evidently. After the fussing there, it was hate after that. What made you feel you had to chase him out the door? That's not love. That's hate, right? Okay, you was 42 and over. Unless you got a son that's 24 and over. Both of you. But you was dealing with Cyrus. So this is your card, Mr. Chow, right? I like him, but it won't be no more caring about him. I got to turn it around because it's a romantic card, so I got to change it for this storyline. I like him, but I'm just not going to care about him no more. I got to change the card around. Right? Whatever day of the week you work hard on it. And what day of the week you work hard on was what? When you decided you wanted to chase him down. The sounds of him weighed you down. Get what the card say. The sounds of him weighed you down. The sounds of Cyrus weighed you down. The fussing or whatever happened in that store. You was doing some thinking in solitude. You felt like he was trying to insult your intelligence, or you was trying to insult his. Follow me? You must go on with your life as you should. Where you live at. This would be for the family. Stop loafing around and change house. So God Ben wanted you to leave that area and go somewhere else, but you wouldn't do it. You just wanted to stay there and pick greed and keep trying to suck everything you could suck out of the community that you seem to hate. Follow me? But also this card right here, God wanted Cyrus. Stop loafing around, Cyrus, and change house. Get out of that store. And he was doing just that because Cyrus was trying to avoid you strip searching. Follow me? Robbing or taking off the clothes or pulling on the clothes, right? Because he wasn't doing it to you. You was doing it, right? That means your hands touched him inside the store or out of the store. So we have, you're going to be fearless, right? But universe told Cyrus, be fearless, Cyrus. Universe, speak to me, lead me to my way. This would be Cyrus. Right? So we have, that's like a praying card. Right there. Praying card. There's a trinket, soft trinket Cyrus had, or you had cross, ring, charm, whatever this is. Necklace. Okay. Looking for the keys. I'm going to say, this is a female card. But I'm going to say, he, whoever, whichever this is, your son or Cyrus or somebody that Cyrus knows, or somebody was looking for their money and their keys to serve them. See, because I see a car card. Somebody was in a car was nearby. Your son got in the car and rode up there and chased Cyrus down looking for his money and keys. The murder card come behind it. Did you run behind Cyrus or get in your car and ride behind Cyrus? I don't know what happened here. Did you ride and hunt him down? I don't know what happened here. Or somebody he knew was in the car or whatever. I don't know. It says right here that, because we got the murdered right here. You wanted to be like it was before he was murdered or his family. Because it was murdered, God says. Because somebody, thoughts were spinning in somebody's mind where it was anxious. Because we have right here, I feel Cyrus was going to tell him, look, it's making me feel a certain way, sir. You thought Cyrus was going to tell on you. And it's just getting worse and worse the more I do the storyline. Let me hurry up and try to get this done. Let me see. Okay, you wanted to know if Cyrus was a loose person or a go-getter, a person who can get the job done, do whatever you want done, out there in the streets or whatever you was thinking about him. Right? Because you was looking at what was ahead. Right? You was. You wondering if they're going to go tell on you now because you mad with each other. Most of the time when people mad with each other, you think they really going to go and mess up your stuff. They're going to mess you up. Well, he might have said something to you before you left out. I don't know what he said. You want to clarify it. You want to make sure. Looking at what's ahead. Is he a loose cannon? Is he going to go talk? Tell on me. Get what I'm saying? Thoughts spinning in your mind now. Choosing you first was always the best choice. You felt like you was going to clarify. Is he going to go tell on me and get me in trouble? Lose my business? Because you wanted to choose you first. And you had to make sure you stay here and you survive and he don't mess you up. Follow me? But God says right here. If you are not happy with things, you need to do things the right way. Not what you was doing, underhanded stuff, right? Do you have burdens? Do things the right way. Whoa. Okay. Later on in the summer, you're going to be catering to something, or something going to be catering to you or somebody. Or it would have been with Cyrus. A symbol, a logo, right? A business. Follow me? It says right here that you had to change and chance it all, or Cyrus did, right? Because you're looking at Cyrus as weak-backed, or he was looking at you that way, how it was flowing. Okay? Don't let what you see ruin your life. Cyrus shouldn't, because he couldn't find it, or you, however it was flowing, right? So we had right here was racial abuse, and it was hyped up towards Cyrus. You move fast on it right here. Racial abuse. Follow me? We got Cyrus right here. This would be Cyrus. He was being molded into what he really wasn't. Dealing with you with something, or in the streets, or whatever it is. This is his card, though. He had to see what others was doing to keep him stuck. You wasn't being molded. He was into what he wasn't. God wanted him to have structure here. Is this that card again? Yeah. Okay, so we have how to control things in the best way he could. He needed to have structure. Because here we got this card. Some kind of way, somebody was dealing with some kind of drug pusher. Follow me? Anything like that, pills or anything. Follow me? Connected to your store, sir. Follow me? We gotta put Cyrus' name here. Follow me? Because only people, your son, it gotta be your son or Cyrus. It gotta be somebody. Or it could be really you. It could be you. This could be you. Let me see. I had to make sure I had it. But it had more than one man name. I got two. Men names is, the different names on the back mean different people. So I gotta make sure I keep it in order. Cyrus wanted to deviate from the conquest deal. Or you needed to. I don't feel like you was trying to get out of anything. I feel Cyrus was trying to get out of something. Personally, I feel that way. Okay, it says it's time to heal for his family. Not for you. In the back of your mind right now, you might be thinking about God. But in the back of Cyrus' mind, Cyrus might have been thinking about God. Because, oh my goodness, Cyrus. Oh, Lord. Because it's coming right here, the epiphany. See, he thinking about God. Because I feel like some kind of way something was going on in your store, sir. Because it happens all around. It happens in stores all where I live at and things. See, because look at how it's going. Racial abuse hyped up, move fast on it. He was being molded into what he wasn't. Structure, he wanted structure. He wanted to change up. Some kind of way something being done up in your store. He wanted to deviate. Get what it's saying. The next one is what? He's thinking about God right here. Why he was thinking about God? Because here it is, the epiphany. That's the dying card. Or the epiphany card. Mister, you petrified about your cabbage, your dough, your moolah, your green, your bread, your money. You, because you wanted, the store man, you wanted your cup filled. That mean cup filled mean romance, money, or time. So you wanted money, right? If Cyrus don't want to be connected with anything that you got going on, you don't like it. But not that you just don't like it. You don't want people to know about what you're doing, sir. Look, you see it clear as possible, or Cyrus saw something clear as possible. Whatever it is, here we go again. You might have asked him. Maybe you asked him, would he do something? I don't know. I wasn't there. We got the cupcake exchange, right? This is a female card, though, right? So I can twist it all kind of ways, right? But I usually don't. It be women, though. That's the thing about it. And we dealing with 3 men in this store. You, your son, and Cyrus. All you are males, right? So I'm going to change it around a little bit. Plenty of females. You was part of something, right? But this females though. So somehow you was part of. I can change it and say, because it's a trafficking card, right? So plenty of coming through your store or whatever it is. Plenty of, get what I'm saying, trafficking. This females though, right? So I'm going to put this with somebody who, if they not a female, if the person, whoever is not a female, right, and they males that don't give you a hard time. They ain't the kind that's all them kind that give you the hardest time. Get what I'm saying? And I can put it that way. Because it's really a girl card, but I can twist it. You dealing with plenty of men, I'm going to say, that's coming through, but they ones that care, that don't give you a hard time. Easy to deal with kind. Get what I'm saying? That's all only way I can break it down. You needed to make some changes, but you didn't. God been told you to move away from there. You need to make changes necessary, but you didn't. But I feel like Cyrus made whatever changes necessary or was going to. Anything like that. And God say play ball with your life in the best ways. Follow me? That means change your life up and do the best you can. Okay, you might have felt like Cyrus beat you. Follow me? Not physically, but emotionally, in a fuss or anything like that, or backing out or whatever this is, right? You was holding on to Karen some kind of way. Anything like that. I got to change some of the cards around because it's not a love story. So when I say certain things, when you see the X, when I say the X, that just mean like a friend. I got to twist it around. If it's not a man and woman, I got to twist it. So you're going to see whatever word on it, but I'm going to call it a different thing because it's not a love story. Cyrus was looking at what was valid, or you was Mr. Chow, right? Right? You wanted to bring favor to it, or Cyrus did, whatever it was, right? Because he is Cyrus. I'm ready for love in a healthy way. That means he want to change his life up and make the best out of his life, right? So if anything was going on in that store, right, you was doing something underhanded or whatever you're doing in your store, he ain't want a part of. Can I say it like it is? He was going to love himself first. Follow me? He was going to face a situation, and he did. And he wanted to free himself. That means talk. So he told you probably, I don't want no parts of this no more. If you had him selling anything or whatever was going on in that store, whatever it was, he ain't want no parts of. He's a beautiful dreamer. Right? And he wasn't going to put up with it no more. He didn't want it. But then you also felt like you weren't going to put up with his crap because you didn't like the idea maybe that he didn't want to be putting up with it. This goes with the Bible. He could have been reading the Bible lately. I don't know. Right? Or you dealing with a lot of paperwork, or you could have had a lot of work at school or anything. Or you could be dealing with paperwork as far as you want to be dealing with as far as jail and court, anything like that. So it says right here, oh, I don't know what you are, but look on the back of this card. It fits a little bit with you. I think you Asian though, right? But anyway, he was dealing with somebody who Asian or whatever you are, right? It's not far from this. It say Korean. Usually don't match up most of the time, but yeah. He had to the power to stay. Oh my goodness, the power to stay silent wasn't no more. Oh shoot, he was gonna talk. This when the person gonna talk. When they gonna tell on you. This is a tell on you card. The power to stay silent is no more. Maybe he's going to church. I don't know. Look at the next card. Look at the next card. God is good. Look at the next card. Fear took you there. Look at the next card. He might have been going to church. Follow me? Might have been going to church some kind of way maybe. Who knows? Power to stay silent against you. Follow me? And here it is right here. It's going to do some talking. That's what that means. Here you are. God want us to know that fear took you there to murder Cyrus. Fear took you there. And want all of us to hold on to the thought that fear took Mr. Chow there. Because Cyrus was going to do some talking against this man. I thought that anyway. Because why? And I thought racial abuse. I thought racial abuse first. And it is racial abuse. But it was really hyped up. Because once he got angry with him, the real racist stuff come out. Get what I'm trying to say? Or whatever come out about people when they real angry with you and they feel like they hate you at the time. You can see the true self. Okay, it's right here. Either Cyrus was acting a little spicy and Mr. Chow was amazed, or Cyrus was amazed that Mr. Chow was acting spicy. However it's flowing, right? He was being sufficient of a home. He was being appreciative of a home that was sufficient. And that would be Mr. Chow, that store he was owning. So we have right here is your ex trouble. Here's the card. So we're going to make the X is going to be Cyrus, right? Flow with me. Because Cyrus is a person, a customer that comes in there. But no telling what that man had going on. He might have had young people doing stuff on him as far as selling stuff. I'm just going to tell it like it is, because that happens in the city, right? It don't have to be that what I'm saying with this card, but this is the only way I can explain it. He could have, right? Because if he's going to do some talking, he's talking about something. He's not going to be going talking about the birds and the bees unless it was something like that. He was going to do some kind of talking, Cyrus, on this man. Follow me? Is his ex trouble? I got to say it like that, right? So the X would be, if he had him selling anything, that would be Cyrus ain't no worker of his no more. Get what I'm saying? X. That means you don't work for the person no more. Or he not going to be a customer no more. Get what I'm saying? He ain't no friend no more. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever the X is, right? But he looking at Cyrus as trouble. Is he trouble? And he already knows Cyrus going to do some talking right here. Follow me? But God was saying that Mr. Chow shouldn't have went in fast like a sailor, right? But Mr. Chow wanted to be the chairperson of his own life. But also, Cyrus wanted to be the chairperson of his own life. Some change happened with Cyrus because it says Cyrus was jet setting. It was juicy. Follow me? Letting go is very hard. This for the family. Letting go. Loss of loved ones. Follow me? So we had the big boys. Like I told you, law enforcement, drug dealers, FBI, lawyers, judges, anything. So we have right here that Mr. Chow was dealing with the big boys. Any of those big boys. It's different big boys, right? He took his shot to plan his fortune. Mr. Chow. I don't see that Conquest Deal card. That's the Conquest Deal card, but I'm saying that other one, that money one. Oops, here's a money one. Look, I said money, and here God put money in my hand, right? But that's not the card I was thinking about. He's going to accept any money given to him. Look at this man, right? It says, you're gorgeous. So Cyrus was gorgeous, or deep down this man thought Cyrus was gorgeous. Accept any money given to him. So Mr. Chow was going to accept any money given to him. Maybe to make something happen in his store. Or he was doing something out of his store. And he had Cyrus or any other young person or whoever he had doing something for him. Take it however it goes. Because he was picking people because remember, certain kind of people who he might think would do whatever. Who would probably go along with whatever he was saying or whatever this is. So we have religion right here. Do you really... Do you know all the facts? Do he know all the facts? Or do the family, everybody know all the facts to this situation? But do you even care? Okay, it says right here, if you want to be non-religious, will you? So I don't know if Mr. Chow is non-religious. I don't know what it was with Cyrus. Because it seemed like he talked God up here with Cyrus. Right? We got God cards for Cyrus. Because this is with Cyrus. Because... the Earth Angel was Cyrus. Follow me? Any cards I see like that is the Cyrus card, right? God will help you, but you got to learn to listen. This would be for Cyrus. Follow me? Come on and go to that training class or whatever to put you in place. And he was going to school, right? So he was going forward. He had to get away. Cyrus had to get away from anybody with idiot ways of thinking. Get away, right? He has around a network of people with idiot ways of thinking. Anybody to try to mold him to go the wrong direction. Okay, so also with Mr. So I'll put this with Cyrus, with being around, what's his name, Mr. Chow and his son, or whatever was going on, or whoever else. Because this man knew just what he was doing. So we have right here, doom was the last resort for Cyrus. Oh my goodness, Cyrus. But it's a countdown to recovery for his family. Follow me? And the last card is for Mr. Chow. This is your card, Mr. Chow. Take your card. Eat it, swallow it, or whatever you want to do with it. You're going to boo-hoo. Because you committed a senseless act. Because you murdered this baby. Because you knew he was going to do some talking on you. You're not Asian. I mean, you're not Korean, but God got it close right here. You Korean, you got Korean on here, but you Asian, right? God know you, man. Power to stay silent. He's going to tell on you. But the truth will never come out of your mouth, because why? And I heard what God said yesterday, but I don't know. Only ones know is God. Because Cyrus not here to talk. And you got Mr. Chow and his son right there. So I'm still wanting to know who was testing him from a car. So I wonder if Mr. Chow's son was in a car and he rode in the car real fast up there saying stuff to Cyrus. Because the testing from a car card is a negative card. That means somebody trying to see if you bite, they up to no good. So I wonder if his son got in his car. Because it's the car looking for the money and the keys. Somebody in the car. Because God's going off of what God said yesterday. Because they said they found a gun by Cyrus some kind of way. But it's saying that talking to God is like it wasn't Cyrus' gun. See what I mean? So it's like a random gun was laying around. Get what I'm saying? So, unless you see, I can't even say if you see his handprint on it. Because if his handprint on it, it could have been where Mr. Chow and his son put his handprint on it. Put it in his hand and made his handprint on it. That don't necessarily mean that that was his gun, see what I mean? The way it was when God was talking to me last night, when I was talking to God, it's like it was a random gun laying there. Because people, it can be random guns laying all around, you know, in areas. It could be. It's not nothing that's impossible. So it don't necessarily mean it have to be his gun. He could have fell right there and the gun right there, and it don't have to be his gun. And the thing is, if he had a gun some kind of way, when he was a person about shooting people or anything like that, he would have shot those people in the store. I'm saying it. So saying something about a gun was nearby and stuff like that, I think God wanted put out there to let anybody know that that gun was a random gun laying out there that was not his gun. God saying it wasn't his gun, it was a random gun out there. Now the law might feel it's his gun because it was nearby. But anything is possible. I could go outside and a gun could be on my porch. You can't say that's my gun just because it's on my porch. Anybody could set a gun on your porch or do anything else. That don't mean it's your gun. Get what I'm saying? So get what I'm trying to say to you. That don't mean that it's his gun because it was laying there. He actually fell, and when he fell by it. And he happened to fell by a gun. And the thing is, that being put out in the news, they trying to make it seem like he pulled a gun on them. If he had a gun so much, that gun should have been pulled out in the store. You don't wait. And I'm nobody going to be doing no running away from him. They got a gun. They ain't running from you. I don't know too many people running from you with no gun. They got a gun. They going to use it in that store. Bottom line. They not running from you. And then get all the way out and use a gun because you chasing them. Nah, I don't think so. And the thing is, if he shot, he would have shot you. You know, if he would have wanted to shoot anybody, he would have shot those people in the store. So I'm just saying that you can believe it or not, right? But God's saying that that gun was a random gun laying around. And if in the inner city and places, things could be laying around. It's possible. Just like you can see a dead body in the alley of somebody. You can find a gun could be laying in the alley. And that's no joke. Somebody could have a gun sitting in somebody's flower pot. People can lay something anywhere or drop in the middle of running or whatever. That don't necessarily mean it's his. So you can take it as his if you want or not. But God's saying it wasn't. So it's up to you. It's up to whoever to believe anything as far as the storyline, because yeah, it was more than that right there. It wasn't just that little bit right there. that it looked like some water. That man ain't chasing him and killing him just over no water. The racial abuse really came on later on when that fuss came in the store. That's when the real him came out. Get what I'm saying? Like the car said, the real you gonna come out. Yeah, when something annoyed him, the real him came out. Yeah, the hatred came out. The real racial stuff came out. Because people just use you just for their use. So he in the inner city using black people to make money off of, but he really can't stand them. And what I hate is when people of different races be all in our neighborhoods and they act like they don't like us, but then you in our neighborhood get money from us. Go on in the suburbs somewhere and make your money. Take your places there. Oh, they don't want you, right? Oh, I didn't think so. That's why you in the cities, right? And you think you can just get away with being here and say, well, I put up with them as long as I can make money. No. Or you think what? The police going to say, oh, well, he had a gun over there. He had a gun, so yeah, well, maybe it was self-defense. No, it wasn't no self-defense. Because I'm wondering if your son was riding in the car, sir, and was saying something to him from the car. Because why is y'all chasing him anyway? You gonna leave your store unattended for 4 bottles of water? How stupid do that sound? You gonna take a chance on people stealing way more than 4 bottles of water? Your register and everything is nobody there, unless you had a woman there with you. You gonna leave your store unattended? You ain't gonna take out time to lock up the store and then go shoot somebody. If you so upset, you gonna run behind them. You're not gonna lock anything up. No, he was going to do some talking because his power to stay silent no more is in there. That means that he was going to do some talking and telling on you. And you had to make sure he did not talk because you didn't want to lose what you had or go to jail. Newsflash, you still going to jail, sir. And you ain't going to tell everything it is to be told, but God going to tell it right in these cards. God telling it. Okay, this is Debraas Love 1.